first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. This is McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. And now it's third down.
It's third down. And 5 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Gun. They'll look to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Buccaneers' 9-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal.
Gun.
Watch the run. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Bucs' 4-yard line.
Gun. Jim. 8. Check Mike 34. Mike, take fast.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he'll get into the one's out. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Buccaneers
Out
0.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a game.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans,
The kicker on
34 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick
And he's
is
got it
good.
up and through.
That ties the game at 7. Bradley Pinion.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Newton on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Being chased out left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
First and 10,
with that big body,
37-yard line.
it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Cook with a first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Newton. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Newton. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete. I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet? Oh, I've got the exact play to dial up.
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
He was brought down by
credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
Gun.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 30, 20.
Showtime, baby.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Vikings 17. Buccaneers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Kelsey.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Buccaneer first down.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Vikings 17. Buccaneers 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10. Newton again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 34. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
To Evans on the slant. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side, learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Gun. Express!
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
Hey, check 24. Check 20. Express!
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Cook on the carry.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Eight. Scoop.
Great.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 2nd and 9. Newton. And a throw right sideline is complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They start the drive with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Dalvin Cook.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
That ties the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. They will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one. On the final half in the third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey!
Check 127. Check express.
Hey, here we go.
Gun.
On second down, here's Newton. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Second and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Barely got the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball
Give
carrier.
him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Great.
Right there. 54, Mike.
Newton now to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Buccaneers 46-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Oh, here we go. Oh.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike's my board.
I'm on. Say. Great.
Now Cook. And he works Converts it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
21-yard line.
Now it's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
At the 15-yard line.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Cook, the ball carrier.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go, D. Check, 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 check. Six guard. Check, six guard. Whip, 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 whip.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because of so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe playing the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain.